Hey yo, I'm making some dill dip. I went to the farmer's market today and I got some dill and it smells amazing. Spring Creek Garden. That's where I like to buy my vegetables when I go there. So I have been following this woman on Instagram for a while and I am totally blanking on her. One of the things that she talks about on her Instagram page is use what you have. So for this dill dip, I did not have sour cream or Greek yogurt, so I had to go get Greek yogurt. But one thing that I am going to use what I have instead of going to buy it is garlic. I'm using garlic powder instead of garlic. Been trying to practice using what I have for quite some time, and it actually works. I am way more, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm way more intentional with how I spend my money. Use what you have, make it work. So what you need for this dill dip is 1 cup of either sour cream or plain Greek yogurt, 1 cup of mayonnaise. I'm making this in half, so half of those things. And then you need a couple teaspoons of onion powder. This recipe actually calls for chopped up onion, and I was thinking about cooking the onion, so then that brings a whole different flavor. But again, using what we have. And then we need some garlic. So I'm gonna do about a teaspoon. I don't necessarily measure my spices, so I'm just like, I put a little bit in the cap and then I throw it in there because I like to be adventurous. And then a little bit of parsley, teaspoon. Again, just measuring, and if it's not enough, then you can obviously, add it to taste. A little bit of salt, like a pinch of salt. And then the dill as well. So, you know what? I'm literally just going to break this up. I'm not going to get fancy and cut it because, oh my God. The smell of dill reminds me of being in my grandma's kitchen. She used to pickle. They lived on the farm and she used to can everything because she'd make food for the year. So it totally reminds me of my grandma canning and making pickles. And I actually used to hate the smell of dill. I used to hate it when, not sorry to my mom, but she used to put dill in things and I used to think it was disgusting when I was younger, but my palate changed as I got older, as it tends to do. And I love the smell of dill now, and I love actually the taste of it recently even more. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of dill, so I'm gonna do about that, but if you like dill, then you probably want more. And then what I'm going to actually eat this with, because again, we're using what we have. I'm gonna show you guys, hang on. So I make tortilla wraps, and I had made a bunch the other day. I have a super easy recipe for this. Maybe I'll make another video and do a recipe. So I'm actually going to throw these in my air fryer for a few minutes, just to cut them up into like little chips or whatever, and then we're going to use that with the dip, because you got to use up what you have. Don't waste food. I don't like wasting food, so I try to make sure I'm very conscious about that. I've had my YouTube channel for a while. I just never actually did anything with it. I just created it, because I was on YouTube and wanted to make playlists and stuff like that. But the videos that I'm posting to Instagram now, or the reels, I should say, I'm going to be posting the full video on YouTube. So it's really going to be kind of like a lifestyle page. And if you guys don't know, I have a podcast with a good friend of mine, also my branch manager, Curtis. And on that podcast, we talk about money and mindset and, like how our mindset affects our spending habits and all those kind of things. We talk about different things like investing, all those kind of things, insurance, stuff like that. Anyway, so my personal YouTube channel is definitely going to be more like lifestyle, geared towards more lifestyle stuff. So I'm going to post like still financial stuff on my personal page, but I'm also going to do like, I don't know, whatever I want to do, talking about like mental health, recipes, you know, creating schedules. I'm going to be talking about budgeting. One of my favorite things to talk about and to do is budgeting. So if anybody needs help budgeting, dude, I'm totally here for you. Not everybody likes doing it, but everybody needs one. No matter what that looks like, it's so important. So anyway, I got my dill. Okay, now we're just gonna mix this up. Oh, that's so good. Give it a little mixy-wixy. Also, I definitely need a better freaking setup for doing this. My countertops are like 5 inches lower than they're actually supposed to be. And I'm a tall gal, so my back hurts standing here like this. And I don't have a proper setup because I'm no like professional influencer. So let's taste. All right. Ooh, girl, this is so good.